Well, today is the one-year anniversary of the Sissonville natural gas explosion. It destroyed several homes and damaged a portion of Interstate 77. Eyewitness News reporter Kennie Bass talked this morning with a woman who was at her house in Sissonville when that fireball erupted and is actually still dealing with the impact of the events of that day. Kenny?
Jen, we've all seen the video. And it was an amazing, incredible fireball. Standing far, far away from it, you just couldn't get a sense of just how big that explosion really was. And when you see the car that drives away, the sheriff's deputy right there, it illustrates just how huge that fire was. Well, Margaret Johnson was at home just across the street from this fireball when it exploded in the mid to late morning hours 1 year ago today. She heard the explosion. She was in her pajamas. She managed to get up, didn't know what had happened, walked through her house several times, did finally manage to realize what was going on, grabbed a small dog that was staying with her at the house at the time, managed to get into her car, burning her feet on her deck as she crossed to go outside, burning her hand on her car as she tried to open the door and speed away. She has still not settled with Columbia Gas Transmission and NiSource. Her case is going to court. She's dealing with it every day, and we talked with her about what the last 365 days have been like since that fireball erupted.
My life has changed in every possible way. I still have recurring nightmares of the fireball from hell that chased me the day I thought was going to kill me. I've had surgery on my thumb that I mangled in my car door from the heat that day. I left my home that day not knowing if I was going to survive getting out of the area or not.
Margaret says one of the worst things about that day, she didn't take a cell phone with her, so her children couldn't get in touch with her. They didn't know if she was dead or alive. Again, her case has gone to litigation. They tried to settle. She is represented by a Charleston law firm. She's one of the few cases that still remains open. She said that the offer that the company made, which they are not allowed to talk about amounts, was not enough to restore her to her life previous to that fireball erupting. We reached out to Columbia Gas Transmission and NiSource to try to talk with them about this situation and why they haven't settled and signed a check and gotten Margaret on her way to trying to live some sense of normalcy following the explosion. We have not heard back from the company. Tonight at 6 o'clock, you'll hear much more from Margaret Johnson about her harrowing ordeal 1 year ago today when that pipeline erupted into that massive fireball. Reporting live here in the studio, Kennie Bass, Eyewitness News.